It is now time for the 2022 finale of the only segment on television that you have to watch while wearing oven mitts. It's Upset Alert. Now, as you know, I'm basically perfect on the year. Now, not statistically perfect like an equation, perfect like a child's laughter or mother's love. The essence of it, perfect. So stay tuned for my pick. But right now, Nick, take it away.
All right, as the audience also knows, I usually don't do Upset Alert.
No.
However, after, we've been diving into the ratings at the end of the year, and we've seen this segment round Halloween,
Crater.
highest rated segment of this year.
Oh, what happened?
And then just week by week, as Wild's picks got
record.
worse and worse
Not
and worse.
true.
You can just literally across America started around
show.
4 o'clock on Friday. Everyone was like, "What was that sound I just heard?" And it's like, "Oh, it's everyone changing the channel before Wild's Upset Alert pick." It's just what the data told me, man. I walked to Mulvihill. It's not my. So they said, "Nick, come in and save
Okay.
me." So the only way to do it is to put two teams on Upset Alert on my first pick. Wow. New England and the Packers, both on Upset Alert. I can't believe how easy of a segment this is. Hey, I get the better teams and their underdogs. Okay, the two teams with real offenses and their underdogs, no problem. Miami is going to be fine with Teddy Bridgewater. New England, meanwhile, is bottom 5 offensively in almost every category except for running the football. But the guy who they run the football with, Ramondre Stevenson, the last couple weeks has had an issue holding on to the football. One time by lateraling it to Jacoby Myers, which led to the worst play in NFL history. And the other time by fumbling it inside the 10-yard line when they should have beaten the Bengals. On the other hand, again, Minnesota, they have the best receiver in football and an explosive offense and Packers defense that has been, let's call it, underwhelming all year, and we don't even know if the Packers' best offensive weapons are going to be there. So we're going to tell you right now, you put the Dolphins and the Vikings together. Because they're both 3-point underdogs or smaller.
This is not a gambling. Excuse me.
You put it
this
together.
Is Upset Alert. It's not a gambling segment.
Okay, well, you put it together, you get plus 460. That's better than
Nick's
the Raiders
picks.
on the money line. Well, that's coming up later as well. Pats and Packers, both on Upset Alert. There it is. That's how you do it, Wildes.
Okay.
I'm letting you know. Greg, go right ahead.
Solid B+.
It's hard to follow that, I understand.
Solid B+.
I'm not mad at it, but for me, I'm going back down to Tampa.
Oh,
wow. You've been hot on this.
I can't let it go. I got my mitts on, my other mitts.
Yeah.
Like I can't let it go. Like the Panthers are going to upset Nick's beloved Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, they are your beloved right now.
Okay, let's
your
down.
love for Tom Brady and getting the bye for next week and all of that, and Dallas going to be scared about. Yeah, it's real. But the Panthers are going to put it to bed because the Panthers are going to beat them. The Bucs cannot stop the run against the Panthers. I said against the Panthers because the first time they rushed for over 170-something yards, who was their quarterback?
P.J. Walker.
Who was their quarterback?
P.J. Walker.
And what did he do? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 177 yards against a Bucs defense that really hasn't lived up to the bill either. Offensively, we know they can't score. I've been saying it all afternoon and all week. They can't score. The Panthers are averaging 27 points a game right now with, Sam Darnold. And guess what he's not doing? Turning the ball over.
Keys.
And guess what they are doing? They're able to run the ball.
Facts.
And if you can keep the ball away from Tom Brady, they already can't score when he has the ball, when he's throwing for 400 times a game. The Panthers.
Can I ask you a quick question, Greg?
Your Bucs.
Do you think the Panthers are going to blow the Bucs out?
I don't think they're going to blow them out.
Okay, but then that's why I didn't think you would. You think if this is a close, if anything the Bucs have shown you this year is that if it's a close game, if Tom Brady puts his little pixie dust on the field, the other team starts imploding and they look good for the first time all game.
Yeah, but I'm betting on Steve Wilkes to not give the games away, just like the New Orleans Saints did, like the Rams, like all these teams. Just, you know what? Let's just back up and let's see if Tom Brady will beat us. Well, you know what he can do if you just back everybody off of him? He can beat you. That's not going to happen this week.
Okay. Now, for the season finale, Puxatawny Phil is about to make his pick. Now, do you know why they call me the Puxatawny Phil of football?
Why?
You should know by now.
Why?
Is it because I'm covered in fur and live in a log? No, just a coincidence. It's because I can see the future. Friendly reminder. See this? See this? It's called Upset Alert. It's not called Outright Win. Broncos in Kansas City. It is a 2-touchdown spread.
I like this.
Here's the thing, Nick. Here's the thing. 10,000 feet. Yeah. Do the Broncos have good players?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do the Broncos have a good defense? Yeah. Do the Broncos have good wide receivers? Yeah. Does Russell Wilson's best game was against?
The Broncos.
No, he plays for the Broncos. Russell Wilson's best game was against
the Kansas City Chiefs.
The Kansas City Chiefs. We're a little frazzled because this upset alert is hot. Yeah. It's like when your car starts to overheat. Things start going wrong.
It's hot over here.
So here's the thing. It's not called outright win alert. It is called upset alert. And Greg keyed me in on the main thing. That's why it's a little bit of a duo, a little bit of a duet upset alert. Yeah. Because Greg said those guys are going to play hard, a little bit extra hard for their position coach, correct?
They are.
Rather than now that Nathaniel Hackett is out of there. So I'm putting the Chiefs officially on upset alert.
What happened?
We just made it.
Why did the thing change on the screen?
Because it's called upset alert. We know what you're going to say.
What?
Oh, Wildes, you picked them to outright win.
Yeah, you
That's
did.
Not the
That's
name of the
when
segment.
it was
we Want to
good.
drive
That's
it home.
when the segment was
the
good.
Segment's excellent.
When
Look
you
at the
picked
YouTube comments.
the Seahawks to beat these Broncos back when the Broncos were supposed to be really good.
I don't
They were
see it.
double-digit favorites.
I don't see it.
You don't see what?
I don't see the win. I come out of the log, I look around. If I don't see the win, I don't say it. I see a close game. Okay. Maybe a win. Maybe a win.
See, okay.
But it's going to be very, very close. And final bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before we get to Nick's picks, win you some money. You were nervous about this.
I was never nervous.
Yes, you were.
You were nervous.
Yes,
we have it on tape.
Yes,
you were nervous.
Run the tape.
We can't. We have a tape issue.
Okay, exactly.
We can't do that.
I was never nervous. I simply said the Broncos had quit under Hackett, and now they might unquit under their under their interim head coach. But then I found out the new head coach was the dude who he hired to run the clock for.
Yeah.
Who has never been a head coach anywhere. They didn't promote one of these positional coaches. It's not a win-one for the Gipper situation. This guy hasn't been in any positional meetings. He's been crunching numbers, playing Madden. And now he's got a coach against the Kansas City Chiefs? Give me a break. They've lost 14 straight against the Chiefs. They lost 10 straight against Patrick Mahomes. It's a terrible upset alert. It is no way to end the season. To end the calendar year.
Season finale.
But to make up for that terrible pick.
It's time for Nick's picks.
There we go, Nick's picks. Now we got to tell you something, America. Last week we got screwed. I'm not going to say they were bad picks. I'm going to tell you I liked all the picks.
What?
Browns were up 10-0. They're up 10-0.
Oh,
and then they fell apart. The Raiders, I'm getting 2.5 points. They're up 10-6 with a minute left.
Okay, Scott Van Pelt does this segment already. We don't want to hear your bad beats.
Okay.
We want to win some money.
I don't interrupt your little Punxsutawney Phil babbling. Let me finish. The Bears had a halftime lead. I'm catching 8.5. And they fall apart. But luckily, I had been so excellent all year, we're still living in profit land. But we need a good week this week. First one, going to Monday night. I get the better team. They're at home, and I get a 1.5. Thank you. I will take it. Bengals plus 1.5 at home against the Bills. Oh, Buffalo, the number 1 seed. I hope everybody takes a picture of the standings in Buffalo, prints it out, and has it laminated at your local Kinko's, because in 96 hours from now, you won't be the 1 seed, you won't even be the 2 seed anymore, you'll be the 3 seed. When Joe Burrow invites you into Cincinnati, beats you, he takes the 2 seed, and who would that make the 1 seed? Oh yes, the Kansas City Chiefs, after they beat the Denver Broncos this weekend. Cincinnati plus 1.5, they went outright in the game of the year. Next one, we don't like to lay big numbers in Nick's picks, but sometimes we have no choice. Niners laying 9.5 against Jarrett Stidham and the Raiders. Let me ask you guys a question. How many points do the Niners have to score to beat the Raiders by at least 10? My answer is 14. I don't think the Raiders can score more than 3 in this football game. So I don't need Brock Purdy to be great. I don't need Christian McCaffrey to do much. But the Niners need this game. They are alive for the 1, and they are trying to catch Minnesota for the 2, so that divisional round game, they would be hosting it. The Raiders, meanwhile, are done. I wouldn't be surprised if Devontae Adams says, little stomach bug, I'm not playing in this game without my guy Derek Carr.
Ooh, I like
we
that.
know the Raiders are done for the season. Laying 9.5 points, no problem. And lastly, I already gave you a bit of this, but this could be, America, our last chance to bet against Mac Jones. Everybody, this is a bigger holiday than New Year's Day. It could be our last chance as a collective to win money on the right arm of Mac Jones. And we're getting points. we're getting 2.5 points when the other team has the better quarterback and the better team and the better record, we'll take it. So Cincinnati, the better team at home getting points. The Niners playing a team that just benched their quarterback. And the Dolphins playing the worst offense in the league, and they're getting points, no problem. Those are our 3 picks of the week.
Excellent job. 2 out of 3.
Thank you.
And if you're going to talk about Mac Jones, please call him the dirtiest player in the league. Coming up next, Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott combo segment. Never know what I'm up to here. You never quite know. Switching the show around. I thought we were moving Mahomes there. Oh, it was on you.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.